How's it going, YouTube? It's Elliot here from Neanderthal Fitness, coming at you with a video about a question I was asked recently, and something that I've heard people in the gym or out and about talk about regularly. I've been asked it before, and I'm sure loads of other people in the fitness industry have been asked this question, so let's address this right now. The question is, I perceive that I eat a healthy diet. I think that I genuinely eat all the right things, and I do all the right things. I exercise sometimes, and yet the weight's not coming off, or the weight is still increasing. I'm still getting fatter. Why is that? What's the secret? So let's start by saying there is no secret. The physics of weight loss or weight management remains the same. So simply put, here's the cold, hard truth. If you are eating fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its weight, irrespective of what those calories are made of, you will lose weight. If you eat more, you will gain weight, and if you eat the same amount of calories as your body needs to maintain its weight, you will maintain your weight. So it's really that simple. There is no secret. There is science behind it. There's no secret. There's no mystery behind it. There's no anything anyone can tell you that will change that fact. So that being said, there are these people who still say, well, I know that, I'm doing that, I'm eating the right amount, and I'm still either maintaining my weight when I'm trying to lose it, or I'm gaining weight, which is obviously not what I want. So there are normally two different things coming on here, two different types of people, so we'll address them both. The first is the binge eater. This is probably, in my opinion, the most common, is people who do genuinely eat quite healthily. So on a fairly regular basis, they will have something like porridge, or maybe a low sugar cereal like Weetabix or something for breakfast. They will have a lunch of maybe some sandwiches with a bit of salad, maybe a piece of fruit, or take just some salad with some meat for lunch, and for dinner they'll have plenty of veggies, maybe some protein, and obviously whatever carbs they have, sweet potatoes, pasta, whole grain, probably. Drink predominantly water and tea, and you look at their diet, if they give you that as their diet, and you go, hey, okay, maybe you should be losing weight, maybe there's something drastically wrong here. But the fact of the matter is that that will not be their diet 100% of the time. So these are the kinds of people who track their nutrition on an occasional basis. So they think, why aren't I losing weight? I'll track what I eat. The day they decide to track what they eat, of course they eat well, so they eat just like I've told you. They maybe hit 1,200, 1,300 calories for a woman, maybe 1,900, 1,800 for a man, and they go, shit, why have I not lost any weight? For these people, what we need to do is think about calories on a weekly or even a monthly basis as opposed to a daily. So if you eat 1,200 calories a day, 5 days a week, and then 2 days of the week you fall off the wagon, you have a bad day, you go home, you have some minstrels, you have some Galaxy chocolate, you have a donut, you have some pastries, you have a pizza takeout for dinner, whatever it may be, you have some Coke or you have some pints with your friends down the pub, your calories quickly hit 3,000, 4,000 or more without really taking much in the way of substance that will actually fill you up. And suddenly, if you do that 1-2 days a week, depending on how much you eat, you not only do you counteract the lower calorie intake you've had on other days, but you also go over potentially and gain weight rather than just maintaining weight. And then you do the same cycle again, where a couple of weeks later you go, I've gained weight again. You track your calories, you eat well, then you have a bad day and you fall off the wagon. Your body does not care whether you've had 1,200 calories one day and 4,000 another day, because you don't lose fat at a uniform rate. Say you're going to try and lose 1 pound of weight a week. You're not going to lose 6/7 of a pound in 6 days, and then on the last day you eat more, and so you just don't lose any that day, or you gain a little bit that day. Your body doesn't lose fat like that. So although you might lose a pound a week, roughly, some weeks it'll be less, some weeks it'll be more, some days you'll burn more fat than other days. So you need to think about the overall calories. So people get stuck in a cycle of just thinking, well, I need to eat this a day and then I'll lose weight. Well, that's great if you do that all the time, but don't forget to take into consideration bad days you have. And if you eat 4,000 calories one day when your target is 1,300 calories to lose that safe 1 pound a week, then decrease your calories the next day. So eat, 600-700 the next day to try and decrease the damage. Obviously eat enough that you've got energy, you're not going to starve yourself to death, but decrease your calories on the following days to take into consideration the extra calories you ate there. You should still see the same results. Now the other kind, and in my opinion potentially the more dangerous type of person who says this, is someone who doesn't really understand the basics of nutrition yet. Now these people, what you need to do is go and get some books, read some books, watch some YouTube videos, go online, wherever you want to do your research, talk to a dietitian or a nutritionist, whatever will make you happy. But you need to learn the basics of nutrition, because the other kind of person is the type of person who says, I eat a healthy diet, but in actual fact they don't. They eat maybe a lot of pasta, bread, potatoes, really starchy carbohydrates, large portions, which the calories can easily mount up. They maybe fry a lot of their food, and I'm not trying to demonize fat, not by any stretch. I'm a big advocate of eating fat to be healthy. If you watch any of my other videos you will know that. But a lot of fried food, a lot of food produced with fat will render higher calories. They potentially don't eat enough vegetables, so they don't get the good micronutrients, the vitamins and the minerals that help balance your hormones to keep your weight at a healthy level and keep your body functioning at optimum. They maybe drink a lot of fruit juice because they go, fruit's good, I'll drink fruit juice. Fruit juice, the majority of what you buy in the shop is mainly water with a lot of sugar and a small amount of juice and sweeteners and flavours added to it. Extremely high in calories. You will gain weight if you drink a lot of fruit juice. 2 glasses a day is a fuck lot of sugar and it's no good for you. For these people, I cannot answer all of your questions in this video. As I said, you need to educate yourself on basic nutrition. So if you look at this and you've asked yourself the question, why am I not losing weight? I eat well, I exercise, why is it not happening? The truth of the matter is you're still eating too many calories. Your diet is probably not on chip. So if you look at this and you say, I don't binge, I never binge, I eat a uniform figure every day, then what you're eating in general is just not good. It's just not healthy for you. So those are your 2 types that I'm aware of, and I hope that is of assistance. I would say if you binge, look at your calories on a weekly basis, and remember that days you go over, you need to compensate with days you go under. If you don't think you're a binger, please do some research into what is good, healthy nutrition, learn the basics, follow small changes, swap all of your juices and cokes etc. for water. That will cut out a massive amount of calories right on the nose. And of course, exercise more, move more, whether you go for a walk every day, whether you go for a couple of runs, whether you want to join a gym, whatever it may be, move more to burn more of the calories you're taking in. That's all I've got on the subject. Peace, people.